Hello and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video. Today I am in my survival world. Don't question why I'm in creative. Basically, this world was originally a survival world that we played on, and where you spawned in this like little village area and we never really left the village. So most of these buildings are actually naturally spawned. We just kind of use them, and I set it to hard mode. See, this is why we have so much like stuff. Okay, some of this stuff is cheated in. Basically, we had all these, this is our sheep farm? Chicken farm? What happened to our animals? Whatever, it's fine. It's just, this used to be our survival world. I'm trying to find the... This is not the original one. Where's the original one? Voting hut. Yeah, we had a voting system and everything. We had a full base. Oh, this was our base. Yes. See, we had blocks, tools, miscellaneous. I don't know why that's not openable anymore. That's fun. Tools, everything, and then so basically this was me and my subscribers. We started this little survival world. If you want to join my survival worlds in the future, make sure to subscribe. Don't ask how we got this Steve head in survival mode. That's not important. Basically, we had this whole survival world, and then we got blown up by a bunch of creepers like 20 times, and basically every house in the immediate vicinity got demolished. So this is you're looking at what I reconstructed in creative mode after everything got blown up. Like, these guys are original, I think. None of these houses, like this part of the house, is shaved off because it got blown up by a creeper. Like, they actually just demolished the entire village. So that's why you're looking at basically nothing now. This house is brand new, I think. This is custom made. This is not naturally spawned. Well, that's why you're looking at basically nothing. This was all used to be basically nothing. The creeper holes went so deep that they exposed coal. Like, there was coal ore on the surface because of how deep the creeper holes went. And so I just went into creative mode and just created an entire city. And that's why it looks like this now. Anyways, there's some pretty cool buildings in here, like this giant tower. And also, this used to be the mob wall. If you don't know what the mob wall was, like this back section, it's not here anymore. It was, I did hollow this out, and there was a ton of mobs back there. And then when I opened up the wall, when a creeper like blew it up, the ton of mobs just came spewing out of it and just like invaded the whole city, blew everything up. It was very funny. Warning: only worker tier or above allowed. This is our nether portal room. Basically, the tier system. I'll give you guys a rundown on how the tier system worked. But it was pretty funny. Also, this house. Okay, we kept all our valuables in this one house, and there was a hole here. Let me see if it's still here. Oh, yep. We dug a straight hole down here from this house all the way to the stronghold. There's a stronghold under this, where we dug all the way down there, and every time you would try to like get into this house, you always ran the risk of falling down this hole and dying. It was the funniest thing ever. But I patched it in this version. It is not patched in the Walled City Hunger Games, which is cool. I'll show you that, guys. I'll show you that later. What is this? What happened here? Anyways, this is one of my subscribers' houses. They were stacked. This is what I was talking about with the tiers. I'll explain those later. But basically, this was just an average survival world that kind of just got out of control. We kind of abused creative mode way too much, and created this giant city with the flag, the palace, the Imperial Palace here. I'll show you guys the Imperial Palace. How do you get up? Oh, here. Climb up here. Here's a throne. Could sit down here. It's a huge throne. You can look over the city. This is actually a really well built city. If you go down here to the secret lair, okay, why are there glow squids in here? Please explain. But this is where you find all the tiers. So there's peasant tier, where basically every single tier gives you something special. Let me show you guys. Whoops, I accidentally broke it. That's not helpful. Okay, we only need one of these. Right. So basically, this is what a tier looks like. And you just get a kit of stuff. So with the peasant tier, you get a bunch of low quality gear, a map, one singular cake, and a compass. So I just like duplicated a bunch of those. With the worker tier, this is what you need to access the nether portal room. You get slightly better armor and tools, a shield, some melons, so you aren't starving, locator map, bow and arrows, you know, the usual. It's a nice kit. The guard tier. Guard tier is pretty good. You're like kind of moving up the ranks. Ooh, full prop for iron. That's pretty good. Get some other stuff. Enchanted flint and steel, enchanted shears. This is like luxury stuff already. You go a step above that and you get praetor tier, which is praetor was like a rank in the Roman political system. It was like right under consul. So this is like second in command to the emperor, kind of. Not the emperor, because they didn't have an emperor at the time, but you know what I mean. You get full prop 4 diamond tools, enchanted everything, elytra, fireworks, and cookies. Nice. So this was prayer tier, and basically you just do work for these. You don't have to pay for these or anything. It was like a fun little community server because everything was hacked in anyways, so you could just like get on, have some fun, get off the game. And you do quests, and you could get what happened. Do quests, and you could get tiers. Now the top tier, of course, is Emperor tier. So this tier, if you got here, you would get all of these items. So you just get netherite versions of everything, and then a ton of random stuff. One enchanted golden apple, a bunch of stuff. And yeah, that's basically the tier system explained. What is this? Oh, this I used to enchant everything because it took forever to enchant all this stuff. And those are the tiers. That's the tier system. That's the Imperial Palace. There's a statue of the king over there, a little Colosseum area. Not Colosseum, the Parthenon, whatever this is. Some more houses back here. Some of these houses look pretty cool, pretty unique. And of course, the elephant in the room here, this giant cobblestone tower. What is this, you might ask? This is the political dissidents torture and silence facility. So you go in here, get checked in, get sorted out here. This is the courtroom. There's a judge over here. You get sentenced here. Come upstairs here. This is the holding cell where you hold all the prisoners until the time is correct. Then you go up this elevator. And these are the torture chambers. So this is like a zombie pit where you could... Might be easier just to show you guys. Content warning. This is like a torture chamber. So if you don't like watching villagers get brutally murdered, perhaps don't watch this part of the video. Anyways, you put a villager in here. Send him up. Okay. You just send him up. And he goes into the zombie trap. And he gets eaten alive. That's the whole point of this trap. It's not very intuitive, not very creative there. You just kind of feed him to the zombies. Here is kind of the same thing, except the cart rides into lava instead, which is interesting. All right, then you go up here. In this area, you have... This is messed up. This thing is from Minecraft Story Mode, so this is actually not my own creation. What is happening? No, I'm in the Minecraft. Let me get rid of this guy. I don't want him running around messing things up. Basically, this is the thing from Minecraft Story Mode where the guy suffocates radar in a brutal, very brutal iron block trap. So this was actually an official Mojang creation, believe it or not. This is not something that I invented. This is something that Mojang themselves created. So shout out to Mojang for this trap design. Very, very horrifying. Very evil. But it is what it is. If Mojang wants to cease and desist me or whatever for creating torture chambers in Minecraft, they should blame themselves because they actually gave me the inspiration to do this. Here is, of course, a slapping machine where you just put the villager in here and he gets slapped around like that. He actually doesn't die from this. It's just very uncomfortable because he's perpetually getting slapped. But yeah, that's pretty funny. That's a pretty funny one. Of course, as you all know, all of these villagers are supposedly supposed to be like political dissidents and traitors and whatnot. So hey, don't feel too bad for them. You know, they're only trying to express their freedom of speech, and which is a big no-no in my country here. So this is a poison arrow shooter. Try to hit the villager with the poison arrows, and he just gets poisoned until he dies. That's literally it. This trap is not super interesting. Alright, there we go. That's how it works. On to the next trap. This is, of course, a very funny trap. Let me just show you guys. Put a villager in here, and he goes around and around and gets whacked until he dies. That's the extent of this trap. Go up here. This is the pufferfish trap. This, actually, I tested it out while in my full netherite. Let me see. Yeah, this full netherite, I tested out in this armor. And I died in like 2 seconds. So like this, you can't really survive. I think they nerfed it though. They nerfed the pufferfish so that now it doesn't do that. What's happening? Okay. But yeah, this is the trap. This is, and he's dead. Right, this apparently, supposedly I died in full netherite in this trap, and I did not know how that happened, but it is what it is. And then up here, okay, what happened? Someone broke the water slide. This is the water slide of death. So basically, this is the last trap on the list. You put someone in here. Oh no, it's a baby. No. But yeah, they ride the water slide. They ride the water slide. Whee! Whee! And then they fall to their death. And that's it. That is the extent of this trap. There's nothing else after that. That's it. Ooh, a phantom. So yeah, that's a trap. That's the trap house. And then over here we have a mountain base. Let me show you guys. This area you can get geared up. It's supposed to help you get geared up. There's no gear though. You got swords, crossbows, bows. You got a kitchen area for the troops. Armor. Armor over here. There's nothing over here. There's an empty room. You got this area. This is the enchanting room. You can see. You can go in here and just enchant stuff. There's a nice bush here. Ooh. Interesting. Another one here. And of course, this area has a lectern with nothing on it. I don't know what's supposed to be there. Sea pickles. This is a very nice place. And then you got a dining room here. And over here is the Elytra runway. So you would take off from this area and fly to wherever you needed to go. We had a little event over there, which I will show you later. But then this is another dining room. This is like a political indoctrination area where you can give speeches and whatnot. Here's the giant bathroom that I made. You have one shower, which does work, I think. Yep, it does work. And one toilet. Very generous here. This room just leads outside. Let's go through this tunnel, and you're back out the other side. There are also barracks over here where the troops can stay. And finally, the last room, the trophy room. Like the whatever achievement room or whatever this is. We have every type of virtual currency. So this is all the ones that were popular at the time. We have Minecoin, of course, the official currency of Minecraft, which you had to pay for. V-Bucks, of course, the currency of Fortnite. Rebex, which is just Robux from Roblox. Then we have the alternate versions. There's probably an alternate version universe where there's one called Minebucks instead of Minecoin. There's probably one called Vcoin, one called the oh, this is normal Robux. Okay. Rebex, Robux, I don't know what that's a reference to. But apparently we never got any more than these. So these are the only ones we have. And of course, the last one, the best one. Romine Fort Monies. So if you have a Romine Fort Money, you're basically a billionaire, I think. What is this? Oh no, it's just the same room. Then we could go out here. There's some lookout towers over here. These don't do much. You just look out across the land. There might actually be something over here. Oh, there is. I tried to make an iron golem farm over here and it didn't work. That's funny. Let's see if these guys are named. Green. Are these guys named? No. I'm just sitting here. Yeah, but no iron golem spawned in here, unfortunately. And I think that is the extent of the survival world. So this is the survival version 5. Went through 4 other versions before I landed on this one, and it worked out pretty well. We had a nice city, some nice hospital, closet area, another very cramped hospital, but it works. Some more places, more storage, and a human head. Ooh. Alright. Yeah, that is the extent of the survival world. So I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.